What is up, everybody? This is Mike with Tiny Life Big Mission, and this week we are in week 3 of our PCT journey. I have my wife Caitlin here with me. We've been hiking the Pacific Crest Trail starting March 3rd of 2024, and we have been giving a weekly update as a vlog for our friends and family and people who are following us in this journey. And we have our update for week 3, I guess, this week. Week 3 was really not what we expected. We had just left off at the end of week 2 getting a big snowstorm on Friday night into Saturday that left our tent completely blanketed in 6 inches of snow that we had to dig out from. And we were at not a huge altitude. I think we were right around 6,200 feet above sea level. And that day we were able to get down a little bit further. The next day, we still got some more hail that Friday, or I guess it was Saturday, coming into Saturday night, and then we went out Sunday. I don't remember exactly the order, but where we left off was we pushed to the Paradise Valley Cafe, and we hitchhiked to Beaumont, California, where our friend Jeff and Barbara live, and that's the house that we're staying in right now. Week 3, we basically got off the trail, hitchhiked to Jeff and Barbara's for the purpose. There's twofold actually to it. Part of it was that we had been experiencing much more weather than we had anticipated, and we weren't properly geared up for how wet it was. Part 2 of it was that Caitlin's feet were a little bit messed up, I guess, for lack of better words. Like, they had issues with, you had a little knee thing going on, you had blisters on your feet, you had an ingrown toenail that was going nuts. Possibly infected.
If it wasn't one thing, it was another.
Yeah, it was kind of a bunch of different little things that were all culminating to a bigger thing. And Jeff and his wife, Barbara, they were so good. They basically asked us to stay 2 weeks. We told them there's no way we could stay 2 weeks. But we asked, if it would be okay that we placed a couple Amazon orders to get us the proper gear. And that's basically what the week looked like for us. I'll give just kind of a rundown. I think on Sunday of week 3, we went to church with Barb and her husband Jeff, and that was the first time we'd been to a church in a little while. And I mean, that was just a good day. Like, I think we were both touched to be able to go and worship Jesus together with our friends, and it was just a really good day. I guess Caitlin can dive more into that if she wants. Day 2, we ordered a bunch of gear to help get us better situated with the amount of moisture that was forecast and what we had experienced already. That would have been Monday. Day 3 would have been Tuesday. We did a little bit of video recording and editing that day. I think we got 1, maybe 2 videos out. On Wednesday, day 4 of the week, part of our order came in. I think it was about half of the stuff that we had ordered.
Yeah.
And we were waiting on a couple more things to come. Day 5 would have been Thursday. We got some of our order that day. We did some more recording and editing of videos and getting things out that day. And that was when the rest of our Amazon order was supposed to come. It didn't come. It was supposed to be by 10 o'clock that night. It didn't come. So Friday, Caitlin called and our order was missing. So we had to cancel that order, had to reorder all the stuff that we needed again, and hope that it got here on time. Now, we were planning to be going back onto the trail like Wednesday, Thursday maybe, depending on when we got our gear. And it turns out that there ended up being another weather event that came in that weekend that hit all this mountain range in the southern part of the PCT, where all the mountains got snow. Mount San Jacinto got snow, the San Bernardino Mountains, Bear Valley, all that got tons of snow. And so we didn't want to start jumping back onto the trail into snow. So we, Jeff and them told us it was more than happy for them, for us to wait until Monday to get back on the trail. And so that's essentially what we did. We went to church with them again Sunday of week 4, which we'll get to that in week 4. But week 3, highs and lows?
I mean, just the whole week felt like vacation, really. Jeff and Barb have definitely blessed us, and we had a lot more good food than we were expecting for week 3.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of hot meals,
yeah.
a lot of home cooking. Yeah.
And we got to go out,
Got
which
some
was
restaurants
nice.
too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And definitely going to church the first Sunday was really special. I think that was probably the highest of the high. And they have pets, which is filling my pet cup. And so that's been really wonderful. And we've played games and just chatted and gotten to know them a lot better. And it's just been very relaxing. I did a lot of Epsom salt soaks for my toe. That was another thing we were kind of watching because it started feeling pretty infected. And I was like, I don't really want to go to the doctor for this, but I can't start hiking on it again. Otherwise it's just going to aggravate it more. So in retrospect, I feel like the delayed Amazon order was probably for my benefit. And all the blisters got healed up, which was awesome. We got to spend some time in a hot tub almost every night, and that was awesome. So yeah, we've definitely had a good time here and felt rejuvenated. So part of week 3, we were able to take a look at some of the maps and look ahead and start trying to figure out what our next move was going to be.
Well, we kind of needed to, just mainly because where we were going was impassable. There's a YouTube guy whose name is Sanjak John, his name's John, but he lives up on San Jacinto Mountain, and he gives a weather report of what the trails look like up on that mountain almost like every couple days, I would say. He does several a week. They're not very long videos, but he just kind of pans around and shows you what the mountain's looking like and gives you some of his professional, he's a mountaineer, he lives there, so he knows a lot about the mountain, and he gives his professional opinion on whether people should be going through or not. And he's telling us that the mountain is not passable unless if you have not only mountaineering gear and mountaineering training, but also mountaineering experience. He's saying that this would be only for experienced mountaineers to pass through. And so it's way beyond what our comfort level is. We're not trying to risk ourselves more than just what the hike in and of itself does. So we had to strategize to try and figure out where we were going to scramble to. There was a lot of different people that we had been hiking with that had told us some of their different plans. Some people were going to jump way high. Some people were just going to get off for a little while. Some people were jumping over to the Arizona Trail to do that for a little while they were waiting for the weather. Some people were just trudging on through. Other people were doing alternate routes where they're lower in elevation or trying to be lower in elevation. And we just didn't really have the snow gear. We had ordered some stuff for wet now. So, because we hadn't been planning on much rain, if any, in the southern portion. And
it's the desert.
Yeah, thinking it was the desert, and we ended up with so much rain. I think most of our experience had been that there was more rainy days than there was non-rainy days since we've been on the trail. And at any rate, we just needed to figure out what we were going to do, and we were able to make that decision, communicate it to our friends and family that are kind of our life contacts, the people that are watching us to make sure that we're safe and that kind of thing. So let them know what the plan was, and then executed that in week 4. But we'll get to that in week 4. Was there anything else that stood out to you this week?
We got to resupply at a Walmart, which was a lot more affordable than a lot of the other places that we have resupplied at. So that was cool.
That was real. Yeah, our last place that we resupplied at was, I think, $129 for 2.5 days of food. And I don't even think we spent $130 at Walmart, and we got
a bunch of
stuff. Yeah, we had enough stuff to resupply for 5 days twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, dramatic difference. Overall, not a lot of stuff for PCT hikers this week, so apologize for that. But I do think it's a worthy update. This week for us was the dates of March 17th.
That was Sunday, yeah.
Through the 23rd. And during this week, there was a lot of snow on the PCT. So if you're getting ready to start, there's still a lot of snow on the PCT. You might want to have a plan to how to deal with that or work around it or whatever. Because today, the date that we're recording this is April 2nd.
Yeah. And
there's still snow all over this area. So just a heads up if you're getting ready to start.
We are in a cool area of Beaumont where we're able to see a couple different mountain ranges around us that we will be hiking through, and it's very obvious that they are covered in snow.
Yeah.
And we didn't sign up for that. We signed up to hike, not to mountaineer.
Yeah, we're not mountaineers.
And yeah, so it looks pretty from down here, but we're grateful to be down here.
Yeah, I think pretty much everything above 6,500 feet right now is covered in snow.
Yeah.
They had over 1.5 feet come through this last weekend. So we'll get to that later. But we also had a special happy birthday to Caitlin's brother, Benjamin.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Hey, Ben, happy birthday. It's been a family tradition of theirs to have Lucky Charms cereal every breakfast for Ben's birthday since they were little kids, because Ben is born on St. Patty's Day. So we actually got to have our little Lucky Charms birthday tradition for Ben.
Yeah, and, so that was nice to be in town to be able
to grab some Lucky Charms. Yeah,
because we were like talking about our resupply, like, oh, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, like we got to make sure we have cereal for Ben's birthday, and do a cheers across the countries.
Yeah, because he lives out of country right now. But anyway.
But yeah, that was nice to be able to keep on with tradition that way.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was a great week of recovery, of fellowship, of worship, and rest. So that's week 3. We'll be coming at you soon with week 4. Be sure to like, subscribe, and pray for us as we go on this journey. We thank you for all your love and support. God bless.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.